What's up, everybody? Brian here at Acne Be Gone. You ever find yourself being a nonconformist? You ever find yourself being stubborn, not listening to what people tell you to do? You ever find yourself in a situation where somebody tells you something that's probably 100% the best thing for you, and you just end up dismissing them?
I told you.
Yeah, this is me. Well, at least this was me when I was growing up. Pretty much in a nutshell. In this episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over how my lack of listening to people and what they said I should be doing ended up causing me to pretty much have acne for about, I don't know, almost 20 freaking years.
And what did I say what happened when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
All this coming right up. So first, let me start off by saying that the number one person who I should have listened to when I was younger was my mother. If there's any person with some knowledge or wisdom to share, it's my mother, all right? Or it's probably your mother as well. Now, this woman told me not to do a variety of different things growing up, and for the most part, I would just pretty much do the opposite. She tells me to go left, I want to go right.
She goes left and you stay right.
She says to go down, I want to go up. I don't know why that is. It's like I'm wired that way, or we're wired that way. It really blows my mind now, because if I look back on my life now, I think, man, I should have listened to this woman. She was right. It's on me. Anyways, so there's a couple things she used to tell me not to do when I was growing up that I ended up doing that ended up, contributing to my acne, contributing to me breaking out for such a long period of time. And it all started out with what it was that I was eating. Now, this is something that I always find kind of interesting, is that my sister, she would always pack her lunch. And my mother would say, Brian, pack your lunch, we got food here. That way you're able to pretty much, eat something that you want to eat. It's going to be healthy. It's not bad for you. And, ultimately at the end of the day, you'll be happier just because this is what you want. And, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not packing my lunch. This lady's crazy. I'm going to school. I got, reduced lunch at school. I can just eat at school. It's going to be easier. They usually got a variety of different things. And I don't know, standing in the lunch line for some reason seemed to be some sort of entertainment for me growing up. Well, let me tell you something. When you drink chocolate milk every single day when you're at school, yeah, that's definitely going to contribute to your acne. All that chocolate milk got a lot of sugar in it. Drinking chocolate milk every single day as a way to wash down greasy, nasty, fried food from the cafeteria was probably not the best thing for my skin. Now, I did this all throughout middle school, all throughout high school. And even worse, in high school, they ended up starting to sell like pizza, like pizza every day. And I was like, man, this is good. I'm going to have me some pizza.
I love pizza.
So my piece of advice to you, if you're eating school lunch every day and you have lots and lots of acne, I would definitely suggest that you pack your lunch from now on. Pack it with something a little bit more healthy, a little less sugary, and a little less carbs, a little bit more protein, a little bit more fiber, like fruits, vegetables, things like that. But that's the first thing she told me not to do is pack my lunch, not to eat school lunch. Now, the second thing she used to tell me not to do is not to eat junk food. She'd be like, Brian, don't eat junk food. It's not good for you. That's what's making you break out. I'm like, that's not what's making me break out. Get out of here. What are you talking about? Yeah, definitely was making me break out. I used to have Big Macs like no other. And it's funny because in middle school, you would think that the only way for me to get to McDonald's or Burger King at the time was for her to take me. But, we had a McDonald's and a Burger King right around the corner of our school. And, let's be honest with you. Sometimes I probably wasn't the best student. And I would skip my happy self all the way to Burger King and McDonald's thinking I was cool.
Promenade across the floor, sashay right on out the door and into the glade, and everybody promenade.
Having me a Whopper, having me a Big Mac, and lo and behold, more and more zits. Couldn't tell you why. And not just that, but it wasn't like I was washing down that stuff with water. Yeah, I was drinking soda. Just straight up Coke. Oh man, I look back on my life and I just think to myself, why on earth didn't I listen to this woman? She was just trying to help me. Anyways, that was probably the second thing that I was doing that she was telling me to do that I wasn't doing at the time. Now, the third thing that she would tell me constantly is, Brian, don't let the sweat dry on your face. Every day when I came home after school, I'd go outside, I'd play, I'd ride my bike, And I'd come inside and I'd be hungry, I'd be thirsty, and it's not like I went to the bathroom to go wash my face, or the dirt that was like accumulating on my freaking pores because, I was just a kid. I like to play, I like to do a bunch of stuff, but I would just come in and I would do whatever I wanted for a little bit of period of time. I wouldn't go in straight to the shower. I was just, man, this is my kid. He's gonna get a beat down because in all reality,
oh, that's nasty.
you better go in and take a shower after you come inside for playing. But that's just me. That was my stubborn self. So that was another reason why I was actually breaking out. Eating school lunch, I wasn't packing my lunch. I was eating junk food, and I would always let the sweat dry on my face. I don't know why. I would just keep doing this. And I look back on my life now and I think, if I would have just listened, I would be just fine right now. I wouldn't be so traumatized as soon as like a zit comes up. But, this is my story. This is what it was, and this is what it is at the moment. So if I have anything to tell you guys, like if there's one piece of advice that I can tell you, it's definitely listen, or at least do some investigating when somebody tells you something. Now, I'm going to be real with you. When I would go to the dermatologist and he would tell me to do stuff, I would automatically listen to him for some reason. But now I have like a pretty healthy distrust towards dermatologists. I have a pretty healthy distrust towards doctors in general. You need surgery, you need some kind of like operation, some kind of life-saving thing. By all means, doctor, go straight to the doctor. But when it comes in terms of like acne and a couple of other different things, I'm probably not the person to advocate the medical industry, if you will. Anyways, guys, if you haven't done so already, go on to my YouTube channel, Acne Be Gone. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't checked out my Facebook page, Acne Be Gone, don't forget to do that either. Hit the like button. We post up daily tips, articles, and I post up a video every week on different themes, topics, and pretty much my story on what it was having acne growing up. Lastly, if you haven't done so, be sure to go on to abgoutlet.com. It's a one-stop shop for all your acne fighting needs. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.